Yeah, let's go. Shout out the mountain and fish. I got Iggy and Woods doing right for the culture. If you just here for the views and the likes and just put out no mic, you a vulture. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down, but the switch did it. They let me down, but the raps did it.
This is your boy Iggy.
It's your boy Woods.
You are now tuned in to another episode of Hip Hop Boost Podcast. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Listen, thank everybody. Continue to keep following us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TikTok, X, Facebook.
All that.
You know what I mean? Shout out to our distant cousins Title League when the building.
Emoji fingers. You already know, man. If you have an Android, you're missing out. Let's go.
Yo, and shout out Honey. Honey Soul Food. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to continue to keep telling you guys, if you haven't had their food, go and try it now. Their chicken wings and their mac and cheese and their cornbread is off the chain.
Their shrimp. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Oh my goodness.
I'm getting hungry thinking about it. But let's move on. Anything interesting?
Anything interesting, man? You know, I mean, the March Madness is dope right now, man.
Yes, we'll get into that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The Raptors.
Oh, man.
Do you want to?
Yo, man.
Do you want to touch base on this? I know. Jonte Porter. He's into a little scandal with the gambling stuff.
The gambling
betting on himself, right?
He literally. You know what I mean? Bonehead move, really and truly. Hopefully the allegations are not true, so I can take it back. But right now, you're a bonehead, B. Like, you know what I mean? Only 450 people make it to the NBA, bro.
Right.
Or that are in the NBA.
And
you had a spot. You were right there.
Cost him his career. You know he didn't make it the traditional way. Like,
he got it out the mud.
Drafted. He got it out the mud. And he was a good, solid pickup
and he was
for us.
Representing, man.
Yes.
We were just talking about him last week, man. Giving him his emoji flowers, man. And to do that, I mean, you know, word on the street, he's bringing in like $2 mil a month.
Damn.
You know what I mean? He's only racking in, like, his contract is only like $450,000, even though it's a lot of money as well.
Yeah.
But he was about to cash out, man. I think he could have got a little bit. Or you can still, if the allegations are false, he gonna get a Raptor contract. He should. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's not looking too good right now.
He fits into the system perfectly that we're building at the moment. But
he's a good stretch 4-5.
Oh, definitely, man. And he's and his brother, like,
his brother maxed out. So
I'm just saying, it's in their blood, man. Like, hooping is in their blood. Like, being an athlete, being a hooper, it's in their blood. Ball IQ, all that. He inherited that. But damn, man, I'm pissed right now, man. It's not looking good for him at the end of the day.
Right.
Only time will tell to see what happens. You know what I mean? Yeah. But leave that gambling stuff alone, man. Leave it for the non-ballers, man.
Yeah.
Or the retired ballers that are into that. Integrity to the game, man. It's just not a good look.
Not a good look.
And it sucks that it had to be with the Raptors, man.
I know. We don't need that kind of negative.
I know, from the whole Grady Dick thing, and then, you know, Scotty Barnes' outfit last game. Do you see that shit?
Yeah, we're going to catch him.
Bro, what are you doing, man? What are we doing right now?
We're going to catch him.
And where's the D?
No.
Where is the D? Control, Alt, Delete, man.
We lost about
We're like on a 12-game losing streak. We're giving up damn near 120 points a game, fam. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it is really crazy right now. I'm hurting right now. Knicks came and slapped us by like 40 or something crazy, 50, something nuts. All these Knicks fans are hitting me up, getting at me. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. I told you, 3 years from now is gonna be totally different.
Yep.
But until then, we gotta take these lumps. Control.
Let's get it out the mud. And we'll regroup and get better.
That's it.
That's all we can do, man. As long as guys can work on their game and get better, Scotty has to come back better.
Right.
You know, RJ has to come back better.
Right.
IQ come back better. Those guys come back better, develop their skills, and then we can make a run. 3 years. 3 years, guys. 3 years.
Let's go. Hang in there.
Listen, man. Song of the week.
Woo!
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Song of the week, man. Listen, this is Beals. Shout out Beals, man.
Shout out
New
Beals,
track,
man.
Euro Beals. Let's get it.
Okay.
I'm bringing back the 360. My beer flowing in the wind. Let's have a convo though. Listen, Ralph Lauren, Polo Sport, racing jacket. Different fabrics, the garments is immaculate. Could you imagine? I was deemed as a bastard as a kid. Groomed by the savages, city slickers, cop seen us as go-getters.
That beat go crazy.
It's like how you figure. And you gon' need New Balance. balance is the balancing. The art of war. See in the field, we call audibles. It's baptized in Lake Ontario. Back to the frosted flakes, not the cereal. Scratch the cereal, tell me where do all heroes go? Immortalize us, gotta survive the snakes and the spiders. Who's lava? Destiny's child? I'm a survivor. Doing a buck to the max, bumping ambitions of a rider. Connect the pole and my security, Grace Jones and Kelly Rowland. Wakanda forever, so understand the vibes that we in. Would you rather a Cuban link chain or vibranium? Crack a cranium, never question if you was made for a kid. All
right, that's it. That's it.
That's
Yo,
cool,
Beals.
Let's go, Beals.
Shout out Beals, man.
Come on, man.
The track Euro Beals, check it out. It's on his Instagram right now. Go follow him. Yo, that song, it gives me like that Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
That Wu-Tang vibe.
90s.
Yeah,
late 90s vibe. Like,
even when he was dressed in the video, he has the mic dropped and he's like, what is it, Sam, the record man or something? He's downtown. Yo.
So that's some culture too right there. Like he's very in tune with what he's talking about, very conscious with it. You know, I got more on the conscious side, like, you know what I mean? So
No, I'm rocking with that track,
I'm feeling
man.
that right there.
Euro Beals, man. That was the name of the track from Beals. Listen, guys, continue to keep sending your music.
Right.
hiphopandhoops1. That's the email at gmail.com. Send your music there. Let's get it.
Keep it coming.
We're gonna go back to the Raptors.
Yeah.
You know, Kawhi Leonard, he was with us 2018, 2019.
Yes.
He missed 22 games that season. I think that the Raptors was the best team. Like when he was in San Antonio, he felt pressured and to play when he was injured.
Right.
You know, now that
they weren't about that load management.
No,
with him
well, it's crazy because I feel like they kind of made it up anyway.
They did.
So
but not to the way the Raptors did it for Kawhi.
Because that was a perfectly constructed team right there.
Right.
Like we had a winning record when he still wasn't playing.
Right.
The record was still amazing.
Exactly.
Right? So you know, he missed 22 games that year, and the following year he chose to, you know, go to LA Clippers.
After he won us the chip.
After he won the chip, he chose to go play in LA. This is the first time a player's ever not try to run it back.
Right.
My question to you is, if Kawhi Leonard returns just for the 1 year, do the Raptors go back to back? That's my question to you.
We do go back to back. You know what I mean? Even looking at the playoffs, if everything went the same way, but with Kawhi, I mean, we slapped up New Jersey in the final. I mean, not in the final, in the first round.
Right.
Swept them. And then we end up losing to Boston in Game 7. I think if Kawhi was there, it would have offset a lot of stuff.
Right.
We were deeper. Marc Gasol was the X factor because he was doing what Joker does now. Like, you know what I mean? With a squad like that, we were deep. You had Norm and you had Van Vliet coming off the bench. That following year, remember, OG didn't play in the final, right? I'm just saying, OG would have been there.
Are you sure?
He got jokes.
Sure.
Yeah, he got jokes.
Is he still in the NBA?
I'm just saying, he would have gave us a good 50 games, possibly 45.
Yeah, we're on the 40. We're in the 42 range,
right? You know what I mean? But all in all, OG would have been there just to add extra perimeter defense and you know, scoring from the baseline trade balls and all that good stuff. I think we would have beat Boston. And then that matchup with Miami and the Raptors, you know, Butler and
OG.
Kawhi, OG. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You got some bodies over there.
Siakam and Bam. Nobody would be there to really mess with Gasol, you know? So I think we would have won that series. And then playing LA, if everything played out, we would have probably played the Lakers, have that LeBron-Kawhi matchup in the final. That would have been dope, you know? Kawhi, and you know, LeBron, he said it the other day, he didn't want, like, he knows he has to guard him because he feels like nobody else can. If anybody else on his team had to match up against Kawhi, it's a wrap. So he would have to take on that challenge, and he would have probably, you know, he would have lost that whole LeBronto thing. We could have put an end to that because we would have, you know what I mean? There's a lot, and I think we would have won that in 6. You know, so it would have been a bubble title, but who gives a flip? I would have took it same way. You know, and that would have been 2. And then he can go back to LA if he wanted to.
I wouldn't. We would have won, but that chip would have been sitting over here. The Mickey Mouse section over here and the real title over here. I definitely think we would have went back to back. We were just a better team.
Shout out Nick Nurse, man.
He's
doing it with Philly right now.
You got to shout out Nick Nurse, and I'm a little disappointed that we let him go so soon.
Right.
I think we should have gave him just a little bit more time and not just let him go. But again, like our team, the only team that would have beat us, to me, and it would have been a game 6-7, would have been Golden State with Kevin Durant.
Right.
With Kevin Durant. Without Kevin Durant, I remember guys would be like, oh, the Raptors lost. I mean, they only won because Kevin Durant wasn't playing. But, you know, Clay wasn't playing either. Clay played.
Clay played.
What are we talking about here?
Clay played. See, he was diminishing. Clearly. Yeah. Look at him now.
Like, Clay was playing. Like, he didn't play all of the games. Okay, he played most of the games. He played. Right. So I hate when people say that. Like, that's just stupid. But I definitely think we would have won that. We would have went back to back for sure. So,
yeah, man. I mean, and that's why Kawhi deserves a statue. Same way.
No.
He still deserves that statue.
He was a rental, man.
Yeah, although he was a rental, or maybe that whole starting 5.
Just give him. You can put his jersey
or that roster.
No, you can.
Don't
put
make
his
a
jersey
statue out of them, or just a gigantic wallpaper, like on one of those buildings, like. Just the entire Raptor squad for that 2018,
Let Harbor
2019.
60 build him a statue. We don't need to let Harbor 60, the restaurant, they can build him a statue.
Right.
We don't need to put one in front of the Scotia Bank. But Olympics, man, this has been coming up a lot. I want to know, because I said it, I believe that the Canadian team has the best backcourt in the world. I don't think that anybody can compete with Shai and Jamal Murray.
Right.
I think that is the best backcourt. I don't think anybody that the USA sends out there can compete. People said, well, what about Steph Curry and Ant Edwards? We talked to Hong about that. You know, he's high, you know, on Ant Edwards. And I am too.
He's a problem.
He's a problem. But I don't think, I got to see him get a playoff run like Jamal Murray.
Right.
Jamal Murray's playoff run last year was insane. He fried everybody. He averaged like 30. Without Jamal Murray, they don't win. They don't win at all.
Facts.
Like, let's be real. So, and he most nights he was the guy scoring.
Right.
You know, Joker just does so much other things with rebounding, passing. He's damn near like a 7-foot point guard.
Bottom line.
Right? So he's making things happen. I want to know, who do you think could compete? Like, I do you agree with me? I think that the Canada team has the best backcourt. I don't think any, you know, country could produce a better backcourt than that. I want to hear from the people in the comments about that as well. Yes. What's your thoughts?
I mean, not knocking Spain or Serbia or France or Australia or Germany, but nah, man. Like, real talk, you got Shai averaging 30 in the NBA.
In the NBA,
you know what I mean? You got Jamal averaging 21 in the NBA. You know what I mean? That backcourt right there, sprinkled with all the other pieces we have around them, playing that FIBA style of play.
And don't get it twisted. I know Jamal Murray hasn't made an all-star game, which is so weird.
Yeah.
But the guy's been hurt often.
Right.
That's one thing about him. He gets hurt often. But that's the only reason why it's not like, oh, he can't compete with De'Aaron Fox or, you know, who else? Luka, Kyrie in the West. It's not the case. He just always hurt. He gets hurt at that time every year.
And I think if that backcourt of Curry and Ant-Man, I think Ant-Man may defer to Curry a little bit. I don't know if Curry can handle that physicality of FIBA.
Will Ant-Man even start on that team?
If USA knows what's good for them and puts the ego aside and puts the OGs, puts their ego aside as well.
Right.
You know, you're gonna need like a Coach K speech when Coach K was talking to Kobe. So you're not gonna have to, you know, shoot over a double team. You know what I mean?
Right.
Be ready to catch and shoot at times because there's so much weapons on this team. Somebody's gonna have to talk to those guys in regards to letting them know the weapons you have and finding a role.
I think it's easier said than done.
Easier said than done.
Because they always who's gonna sit in the corner? And I seen Booker in a tweet like, I will. No, you're not, bro. Because I see you in the NBA, bro. Because you don't know when to pass or shoot. When KD's hot, you don't know when to like defer.
Right.
You know, KD hit 4 or 5 straight, and you want to come down and take a 3-on-1 break and pull a 3
just because you haven't touched the ball.
Because you haven't
5
touched it.
So
people say, and at the end of the day, like I tell people all the time, we have this conversation where the USA is just dominant. It's not like that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that where the USA is so much more dominant than everybody else.
Right.
Like we just seen them struggle. KD had to carry them last time they were there. They had Draymond Green. Remember, that team had Damian Lillard.
Right.
That team had Tatum. That team had Booker. And they struggled. Like, Tatum didn't look like the Tatum that he looks like in the league because it's a different style of play. It's more aggressive. System. You can't look at the refs and cry, give me a call. It don't work like that.
Exactly.
So, USA is not like this, how they were with the Dream Team where it was just like showtime and they were slapping everybody by 60. It's not like that no more.
Nah.
Games are close. Teams are better.
That's the thing, man.
Like we have an opportunity to send a full out 12-man roster, 15,
all
whatever.
NBA
all
guys.
NBA guys. They better do it. They better do it.
Right.
And I hope Wiggins and those guys participate, please. You know, because that's the only way we're gonna have a chance
the only way
to win. But I want to know for the people between that backcourt of, you know, Shai and Murray versus
Curry
and Edwards.
Yeah.
I want to know who's the better backcourt right there.
Right.
Talk to us, man.
Let's go.
But I want to shout out Drew.
Yes.
Drew invited us to his tournament. It was last week. It started on Monday and it ended on Wednesday. Really good games were there. Jay Addison won the championship.
Shout out Jay Addison.
True North national champ. Jay Addison, they played Polar's Prep.
Yeah.
I think they're in Burlington.
Yeah.
Team, really good game. Jay Addison came out with the victory. They were the champions. So I want to shout out, you know, Wilton and, you know, Chris Mallings and Coach YC, you know, Bobby Messam, all those guys from Jay Addison. They have a really good team, man.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see them compete this year. They got some really good players. So I want to shout out Jay Addison. I want to shout out Drew for his amazing tournament at Humber College. I hope it becomes an annual thing where he continues to keep doing it because I want to go there and support.
Straight up. And shout out Humber College, man, providing that platform, providing the gym space.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And just representing and letting it be known that Humber spot is the mecca right now for basketball at all levels, baby.
Yeah. I'm very excited that they're allowing, you know, tournaments and other things to happen there because I know that gym's very hard to get, man. For real.
Facts.
March Madness. We haven't talked about March Madness.
Nah.
You know, and a lot of stuff's been happening on the boys. This Elite Eight. I just saw UConn this beat Illinois last night. You got Duke versus NC State. You got Purdue versus Tennessee. You got Alabama versus UConn.
Right.
Yo, Zach Edey for Purdue.
He's a problem, man.
I want people to like really stop like saying what he can't do.
Right.
And let's talk about what this kid can do. Like the guy is getting 25 and 22 rebounds. Like he's having nights like this.
Regularly.
I hope they win. I'm going for Purdue. UConn looks very strong.
I like UConn, man.
And they look like they might go back to back.
They look like they may go back to back. They got to run into a little adversity because they've been slapping up teams since last March Madness by 15 plus. You know what I mean? And I thought last night's game was crazy in regards to it was a tie game, I think, at half.
Well, UConn.
Yeah, the UConn game.
I didn't watch that game.
They went on like a 30-0 run, right? They went on like a 30-0 run in the second half.
How do you go on a 30-0 run?
Come on, man. It just clicks.
Coaching, what are you doing?
Come on, man.
My God.
Come on. And I mean, their run is crazy right now, man. And they could go down as one of the top programs ever, man.
And I
mean, UCLA got 11 chips. You know, Kentucky got 6.
Yeah.
North Carolina got 6. UConn got 5.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem like they got a formula that's working right now. Yeah. I'm not saying like I kind of got UConn winning it all. Right. You know what I mean? So
I got Purdue winning it. So we'll see.
We'll see what happens, bro.
See what happens. But like you said, they've been winning, and the girls have an opportunity to win as well.
That's dope.
So this is not the first time that happened, actually,
right,
where the girls won and the guys won. It's happened before.
Right, it has.
So let's see if they can do that again. But on the girls' side, man, we got South Carolina versus Oregon State.
Yeah.
You got Texas versus NC State. You got Iowa versus LSU and USC versus UConn. That's Monday. That's the show. That's the showdown tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're gonna see Juju Watkins versus Paige.
Right.
We're gonna see Kate versus the Bayou Barbie at LSU.
Yup. And that's a rematch. That's a rematch of the championship
last year. It's going down on Monday.
Get your popcorn ready, man.
Get your popcorn ready.
Oh man.
Who you got out of? Listen, for the girls, I want USC to win. You know, Juju Watkins is my favorite player in girls basketball.
It. But I'm going with UConn, man.
UConn?
I think Paige is putting everybody on notice.
Man,
like
it's hard.
She was hurt last year.
Yeah,
she didn't play last year.
Yeah,
but she was hurt. She's sick with it.
No.
And then she's putting everybody on notice that you guys are forgetting about me. You know what I mean?
She came back from an injury with her knee. I think she's been hurt twice.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, they're missing their other guard, AZ Fudd, she's like Steph Curry. She's sick.
Right.
She got season-ending surgery on her knee. This is the second time for her as well.
Okay.
They need to do something about that rule where they allow girls to go after freshman year because you got to stay in college for 3 years in college for women.
At least
so they got to end that.
Help the WNBA product.
Yes,
right
allow
now.
if girls want to leave after 1 year, let them leave because these girls are getting hurt in college,
right?
And then they're going to the NBA, damaged goods.
Right.
Come on, let the girls leave whenever they want, just like the guys.
Facts.
So
very good point.
Yeah,
very good point.
But it's so hard to go against UConn. Aaliyah Edwards is a problem, man.
She's a problem.
I love her game. She's so tough inside. You know, it's so hard
she's
to
like
go
that
against
Swiss
them,
Army knife, man. She does a little bit of everything, fam.
She does so much.
Yes.
Which game are you most excited to see tomorrow?
Tomorrow, honestly, is that UConn and USC.
USC?
Game. Yeah, I have a feeling Iowa's gonna get their get back against LSU.
I'm kind of wanting that to happen.
You know what I mean? They're gonna get that get back.
I don't know. I'm not really feeling LSU like that.
You know what I mean?
You know, their coach is loud.
This time around, everybody's just too loud right now.
Yeah,
man.
Mulkey just talks. I think there's something where in the Washington Post where they said the evil versus bad. That's messed up.
They shouldn't have did that.
They shouldn't have did that.
Right, because you're attacking the kids.
So,
they're kids at the end of the day. You're attacking their character. You don't do that.
So I understand Mulkey getting at them, the Washington Post or the LA Times, whatever new article where it came from. I understand that part, but she's always speaking. Like when the LSU when they faced South Carolina, and Flage is the one who started it, and she pushed South Carolina player, and South Carolina girl retaliated and pushed her. She fell on the floor and just dropped. Right. All of a sudden, Flage's brother comes from the crowd, jumps over. He gets handcuffs, locked up, fool.
Right.
Like it's so funny because he ran up on the court and see the girl's like 6'5". He's like, oh, damn, I made a mistake here.
Right.
I made a mistake, so he kind of retreated a little bit, got his ass locked up, probably banned for some games. Idiot. Right. But she was in the media that same day, and Mulkey didn't hold Flage accountable for what she did because you pushed and you started this whole mess.
Right.
And she literally was in the news, was like, oh, well, let me see her push. I think her name is Rosario. Let me see her push Angel Reese like that. Yeah. Well, first of all, Angel Reese sat her ass on the bench.
Real quick.
Like she didn't want no smoke.
Didn't want no smoke.
Talking about her ankle was hurting and all the other nonsense. She knew. She sat her ass down. So I don't want to hear that. But I'm not really feeling them this year.
They're kind of giving me this fake tough guy stuff.
It's just too much yapping.
It's just too much, man. Just hoop.
This is why I like Juju and I like Paige and I like those girls because Juju's dropping 30 and she ain't even saying nothing. She just dropping 30.
It's another day in the office.
Just another day. And I like that. You know, you got the Bayou girl, like, come on, man. She's not even that great, like, skill-wise, really. She's a rebounder. She can defend. But will she do that on the next level in the NBA? I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know. There's just too much hand signals, too much gestures, too much throwing the fours in the air, too much trash talking. Like, I get it. And they're going to say, well, the guys do, so why are you complaining? That's cool, but it's too much now.
Yeah, you gotta.
Like, during this, you're shaking the girl's hand and you're telling the girl, watch your mouth next time. What? Right. The game's over. The game's over. Shut up.
Right?
Watch your mouth. The game is over.
Right. Keep it going.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, all that, you're going to lose to South Carolina in the chip.
Well, yeah.
South Carolina winning this.
South Carolina.
You know what I mean? From the coach all the way down to the 15th player.
Man. And South Carolina plays
pros,
Oregon State.
Man.
They're going to beat Oregon State by 75.
They pros, man. They pros over there, man. Coach Staley got them on a tight ship, man.
Yep. She's phenomenal coach.
Yes.
And but I'm going for USC, Southern California.
Okay.
You said UConn?
I'm going UConn for that.
Let's see what happens, man.
See what happens, man.
But my next question, I want to know, what was the craziest run for you? Like, I haven't seen a crazy. Zach Edey has a great run right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's on a really good run, but there's no one player that's like carrying his team to like the promised land. Like UConn, they do it by committee.
They do it by
like
Carmelo
Purdue,
Anthony, baby. I think we got to put respect.
That was a hell of a
run. I feel like, you know, a lot of people say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from college all the way to the pros. GOAT status. Honestly, Carmelo, even when he went to the league, bro, from winning the chip, that run, I mean, he averaged what? 29 and 2, shooting 47 from 3.
Crazy.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
And follow that up going to the NBA, class of 2003. Boom. He should have been the rookie of the year. Am I wrong to say that? Because everybody gets at me when they say,
wrong.
At least him and LeBron should have been a co-rookie of the year, or
his numbers were a little bit better, I believe, and he brought his team to the playoffs.
Right.
And LeBron's team did not make the playoffs.
Facts.
I want to know from you, who should have won rookie of the year? Carmelo Anthony or LeBron James?
But real talk. LeBron averaged 21, 5 and 6. You know what I mean? And the regular season record was 33 and 46. They didn't make the playoffs.
No, they did not make the playoffs.
Melo was 21, 6, 3. And they went 43 and 39. And they made it to the playoffs.
In the West.
And he was an intricate part of that.
Oh, 100%.
Right? And I was just
in the West.
In the West. So he should have got rookie of the year hands down. But, you know.
That Carmelo run in Syracuse?
That Carmelo run was sick. Man. And that Kemba Walker run was sterile too.
That's who mine was.
Okay.
Kemba, you know, they played Bucknell first round. You know, they played Cincinnati. They played San Diego State, Arizona. Then they beat Kentucky. Kentucky had those twins. Kentucky had a really good team at that time. And then they meet up with Butler in the finals with what's the dude's name? They had the guard. He was in the league, and then they had
Hayward.
Hayward was over there too. He had the long hair, and they beat those guys in the championship. And
you know, short guards, man. I'm rocking with that all day.
Yo, they're the 3 seed, and we're talking about it started from when he was at the Garden.
Yeah,
and the infamous step back, and he made the dude fall.
Made him fall.
The dude from Pitt, he made him fall. It started from the Big East tournament when he was cooking. I like that run. To me, was like I don't know if I've seen a run like that Kemba Walker run. I know Shabazz Napier had a similar run too, and they won the chip. But that Kemba run is infamous. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That Carmelo and that Kemba. I want to know from the people, man. Whose run was better, Carmelo Anthony's run or Kemba Walker's run to the championship? I want to hear from the people in the comments, man. Listen. It's about that time, man.
About that time. We're about to stir it up.
Yes.
We're about to stir it up right now, baby. Let's go.
I wanna know your top 5 players to ever come out of the GTA. Top 5 players. Guys, top 5 players out of the GTA, Greater Toronto area. So don't come hit me with Steve Nash. Don't come hit me with Shai. GTA, Greater Toronto area.
All right, so Leo, he did go to St. Mike's. But is he from the city, or is he? And that's the great Leo Routens. Shout you out all day, every day. He's from the GTA.
Yeah, St. Mike's. Yeah.
All right. See, that's where I was kind of stuck. I knew he went to St. Mike's. I didn't know he was I didn't know he was from the 6. I thought he was like a Hamilton or something.
No. From the city. His son grew up in Syracuse area, I want to say.
Okay.
I think he went to high school out in the States.
Okay. But I can go with the traditional Colin Charles, Jamal McGlory, Leo. No. But I'm gonna switch it up just a little bit.
I'm curious to hear.
Top
5 players out of the GTA. My top 5
to come out of the GTA. Top 5 ever. All right. I'm gonna go no particular order. I'm gonna go.
I need order.
Huh?
I need the order.
You want the order?
Yeah.
Want the order for real?
Come on, man. I need the order.
All right.
I need the order.
I'm going to go 1, Phil Dixon, Utah. Right? I'm going to go 2, Denham Brown, UConn.
Can't argue with that stuff.
3, I'm going to go Wayne Smith, Duquesne.
Tough.
White Wayne.
White Wayne was one of my favorite players to come out of the city.
I'm going to go 4, Dwayne Jones, LaSalle University.
Wow. A Malton guy?
Yo, I got that dual citizenship, right? Malton, am I good?
Wow, you
Am I
might
good,
be good
Malton?
after
Am I
that
good?
one. Whoa, DJ,
right.
That's my dog. I love Dwayne. That's my
All
brother right there.
And shout out Dwayne, man. He's doing phenomenal
Yeah,
work, man.
shout out to his
He's
son,
giving back.
Xavier Jones.
Xavier's
They're doing some big things over there,
We
man.
taking notes over here.
Yeah.
And last, well, not last, but number 5, Stevie Morrison, Weber State. Jaden Finch finest right there.
Come on. How
Steve
much? You have
Morrison.
2 Finch? You can't have 2 Finch guys in
First
the
of all,
top.
I got like a bag of Bathers, man.
Yo, that's crazy.
And 2 Finch, man.
You
Yes.
have 3 Bathers. Come on. No,
I got
no,
4,
no.
actually. Stevie, Phil, White Wade,
Oh,
Denham Brown.
You do have 4. This guy might as well just throw somebody else in. Throw Rookie in there too, man. And just get a straight back.
Don't get at me, man. I really put some thought into that,
Is Mado the coach?
He should be, man. Shout out Bob Mado, man.
That is insane. I'm very surprised with the Dwayne Jones.
Yeah,
That's my brother.
He put in work and he matched up against a lot of guys. And I think the greats, everybody's going to have their own list of greats coming out of the GTA. But
He's
even
nice.
Those lists, anybody that's on your list, they played against Dwayne Jones. And
He's tough.
They knew he was tough as nails.
Dwayne Jones is nice. I got to give him some love, man. He's tough. That's my brother right there.
Let's go.
I'm going to go with my list, my top 5. I'm going to go with Bobby Allen at 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Phil Dixon 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Denham Brown 3.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to go Wiggins at 4.
Mm.
And then I'm going to go Jamal McGlure at 5.
That's solid. That's
for,
solid.
For me, Jamal McGlure was the guy that introduced, maybe for me, it's probably different for somebody else, but like it was that whole era where Jamal, Wayne Smith, Mike Smith, Jerome Robinson, it was that whole era, Colin Charles. That was the era
Dean
where
Walker?
Dean Walker, yes.
Yeah.
Shout out Dean Walker. It was that era where I started to see, coaches come and watch players play, like Rick Pitino's and those guys. At the time, Rick Pitino was at Kentucky when Jamal was there. But that's when I feel like when Division I schools were coming to the city, and it wasn't like, wow. Like I seen at the Jarvis tournament, Michigan, come watch Wayne play. Wayne is 6'8" point guard, bringing the ball up. Well, we've never seen nothing like that at the time. Usually when you're 6'5", you're in the post, right? So,
and that jumper was
yes,
crazy.
He was one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
And that's my introduction. That was my introduction to just basketball in the 6 for real at a high level. But that's my list.
No, that's a dope list, man. And shout out, there's so many greats to come out of the GTA. You know what I mean? That was just my 5.
So say your list again.
I had Denham Brown.
Yep.
Whoa, in order.
In order.
Phil Dixon, Denham Brown, Wayne Smith.
Right. Dwayne
Jones, Stevie Morrison.
Okay, my list is Bobby Allen, Phil Dixon, Denham Brown, Andrew Wiggins, and Jamal McGlure.
There you go.
I want to know you guys top 5 players in the city.
Let's go.
In the GTA. Let me. So don't hit me with Shai. Don't hit me with Nash. Top 5 players in the GTA.
And shout out Kitchener, but no Kitchener. Jamal Murray, yeah, you know, man. And shout out all the hoopers over Kitchener. No distinct.
Will Riley.
Come on now.
He's next up from Kitchener.
Next up, let's go.
He's going in.
Yes, sir.
But Women's Month, we're still here.
Yep.
We want to give a shout out to the future. The future of Toronto or Canada basketball, I should say. We want to shout out Chance Berry.
Yes.
She's over there at Royal Crown.
Yes.
We want to shout out Dee Dee. Dee Dee Horsford. She's over there at Crestwood. Who else we got? We got
Jasmine.
Toby Fournier.
We got Jasmine Bosco.
Jasmine Bosco, where she got that Malton blood because her dad, shout out her dad, Shane Bosco. One of Malton's finest. So she got that Malton blood in her. She's going to Villanova. Toby's going to Duke. You know, obviously Chance is one of the best grade 9s.
Chance got
in
that
the country.
She got that Finch blood in her too. You know what I mean? Shout out Shauna Watson. You already know, mommy. You already know, baby. You already know. CW Jeffrey's finest right there.
Yeah, she was. Avery, she's at Crestwood.
Yeah,
she's tough. I don't even want to kill her name. She's a Niger girl. Yeah. We got Daenerys Prowl. She's over there at IMG.
Doing her thing. Yes.
She was at Fort Erie. Now she's at IMG. And who we got? We got Shai, obviously, man, doing her thing over there at Miami. We got to give her and show her some love. You know, her with Latasha over there.
Yep.
Obviously, Aaliyah Edwards, she's doing her thing in the tournament. We got your homegirl over there at Texas A&M.
Yes.
Hilton.
Hilton. Yes.
So we just want to show love to these young ladies doing their thing. This is the future of Canada basketball.
It is, man.
And we're gonna see these girls, like we're gonna see Chance Berry on the big stage.
Yep.
Very soon. She's already killing right now, and she was just in the 8th grade. like, come on.
Crazy.
Playing varsity in the 8th grade.
Yep.
Stop it.
Yep.
You know, we got Dee Dee Horsford, who's a problem.
Yep.
You know what I mean? At Crestwood, freshman. She's gonna be. These are the girls that we're gonna see on Team Canada playing Division I and WNBA very soon.
Real soon.
So I want to give all these young ladies their flowers. Here's some emoji roses here.
Hold it. All that.
Shout out to these young ladies, man. The future is bright.
Keep hooping, man.
The future is so bright for Canada basketball.
Basketball's looking great.
Yes.
Looking real good, man.
Let's move along to hip hop. You know, we play Song of the Week. You know, we got to shout out, Beals, his track, Euro Beals. Go check that out, man, on all major platforms. But Northside Benji. Northside Benji. He got a new single out, Running the Game.
Running the Game, B.
Anticipated album, man, is about to drop soon. Yeah. Misery Loves Company. What's your thoughts on the new single?
Oh, man, it's dope. It's dope, man. The visuals, you know what I mean? Northside just doing what Northside does, man.
Yo,
he's super consistent.
Man.
Heater after heater after heater. Yeah. Keeps everybody on notice. You know what I mean? I feel like he drops like maybe quarterly, once every 3 months.
That's the only thing for me. I want him to drop more, frequent.
Hey man, there's 12 months in a year, man.
I know.
So,
I just get greedy. I'm a fan of music, so I just want him to drop more and more, faster. But,
waiting for that project though, for real.
Misery Loves Company.
Waiting for that.
Yeah. We gotta shout out Banana Man, B-Man, that's out there. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Northside Benji. He's one of my favorite artists to come out the city. I just wish you would just drop just more.
Right.
Give us more, faster. But Misery Loves Company, man. Go check out his new single, Running the Game. Let's get it, Northside Benji. Maestro Fresh West.
The Don Dada.
He's been inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame.
Finally, man.
The first hip hop artist to do this?
Yes. If it had to be anybody, I'm glad it was him to start it off. You know what I mean?
What is your thoughts? What's the first thing comes to your mind when you hear Maestro Fresh West?
Let your backbone slide. Yeah, I mean, hearing that track, even I'm aging myself, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Just watching Extend the Mix or Much Music, Rap City.
Right.
You know what I mean? Seeing him with the suit, high cut, not high cut, but
the Gumby?
The Gumby joints. You know what I mean? Just brings back memories, man, And he's a solid brother, man. You know what I mean? And it's great to see him always behind the scenes kicking game to the newer school guys. You know what
I've seen him in press over there.
Yeah,
the
that
Juno
was dope
Awards.
to see, man. So, he kicked the door down for us, him and a bunch of other artists, you know what I mean? But he was the guy that everybody remembers, who did it first. And yeah, man. Kudos to you, brother.
I think the first thing that comes to mind with me when it comes to Maestro Fresh West is I think he was one of the first, if not for me, the first artist that I've seen get that love in America.
Yeah.
His reach was so far back then.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you ask Americans, especially guys who are into hip hop heads, that's one of the first artists they mention.
Right.
They'd be like, yo, man, you don't know nothing about Maestro. I was bumping Maestro, and then they'll talk about Cardinal, but Maestro is always the first name being brought up. So I think when I hear his name, I look at him as one of the pioneers of hip hop from Toronto, getting love in America.
Right, he was in Paid in Full.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he was in a couple movies, you know what I mean?
But wasn't he in Get Rich or Die Trying?
Probably. I think so.
And he was in the movie with Four Brothers.
Yes, you're right.
He was in that movie as well. Yeah, so he started doing his acting thing.
Yeah.
That movie is in Bathurst Gym too. When they went in and they jumped in, they busted in the gym. They're looking for whoever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
for
Bathurst
Four
Gym.
Brothers.
Yeah, Four Brothers. Shout out Phil Dixon. He made a little cameo in that movie as well on the court.
Holy! I'm just remembering that now, pal.
That was Bathurst Gym. But
I'm telling you, man. That's why, Bathurst is the spot, man. But I'm just saying.
But that's the first thing I think about, man. It's just, getting that love in America. I believe he's one of the pioneers. And I just love the fact that, guys like, Pressa and those guys, they were showing him love.
Mad love.
Drake shows him love.
All day.
Cardinal shows him love.
Yeah.
So they respect it and they understand like where this thing came from,
right.
and where this thing originated from.
Right.
With him. He's the one who kicked down the doors, like you said. Started getting that love in America. I'm not sure. I believe he was signed to an American label, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but again, getting that love in America. Shout out Maestro Fresh West, man. Been inducted to the Canadian Hall of Fame. That's big.
That's huge. Congrats, brother.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Drip or Trip.
No, we got two boys, two triple OGs.
Right.
They definitely dripping, man.
Yeah,
they got the drip pass from me. But
LeBron,
let it be known, man.
Well, let's talk about this first outfit with LeBron James.
Yeah.
It's a jean suit. I'm not real fond of the boots that he got on, but I like the way LeBron dresses most of the time. It's not too much.
Right.
Kind of keeps it subtle,
Always.
So he's 6'8". So I when I look at him, like, okay, can I pull that off? We're almost the same height here. Can I pull that off? And most of the time, I'm like, I can pull that one off.
Yeah.
This one, I think it's the LV suit, Louis Vuitton jean suit. I think I can pull this one off here.
I could definitely pull it off. Not for like somebody 6'8", but more like.
Yeah, I'm going with the dripping. I'm going with he's drippy on this one.
He's super drippy, man. That's not even a question.
The boots, I'm not really cool with. I would maybe throw on some, because I know they got the jeans, Louis Vuitton sneakers. Yeah. So I would maybe try to throw those on with it. But that fit, I'm rocking with. That is he's dripping for me.
No, he gets that drip.
Yeah.
That drip pass over here, definitely.
Okay. Fat Joe. Moving on to Fat Joe.
Fendi.
One of the cleanest dudes, cleanest artists out there. I think he's at the top. I like Rick Ross, how he puts his stuff together. As a bigger guy, Fat Joe is up there. And this outfit right here screams summertime. The Fendi shorts, Fendi bucket hat.
Yeah.
He got the mocha reverse, Travis Scott mocha.
Travis Scott joints.
Yes, the lows. Like, this is all summertime right here. This is dripping.
I'm on the
He's
patio.
dripping.
I'm on the patio on the beach. I ain't getting those sneakers dirty.
No.
I can't touch the sand with those on. I can't do it. You know what I mean? But I can say what up to you from a distance.
Yeah.
You know those ones? You know those ones? Yeah. So, yeah, that drip was just
He's
clean.
dripping. Yeah.
Got people tripping on that drip. Real talk. Real talk.
So we got two drips this week.
Yeah.
That's the first time we ever done that.
Oh man. I kind of mentioned Scotty Barnes earlier. So that was a definite
we gonna
definite
get you.
trip.
We gonna get you next week.
You know what I mean?
We gonna get you,
But
Scotty.
yeah, between those OGs right there, the King and Joe.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
Two of the cleanest in the game.
Two of the cleanest in the game.
Yes, sir. But I don't know. That's all I got, man. You got any shout outs?
Yeah, man. I want to shout out my little man Diari. You know what I mean? He played in the Hoop City All-Star game this past Saturday, and his team won, and he got MVP. And being one of the shortest guys on the team, brought back memories. Just brought back memories of doing my thing back in the day. But sometimes when his feet hurt, when his knees hurt, like I get excited. I get excited, because I'm just waiting on that growth spurt, because everybody's growing around them. It's beautiful to see that these kids are just growing. You see them when they're in grade 4, and now they're in grade 7, going to grade 8, and you just see growth. You know what I mean? And we're just waiting on our turn.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming, man. But shout out Diari, man. You know, shout out Hoop City. Great job facilitating that All-Star game, man. And lastly, I want to shout out the Indiana Pacers, man. They're doing their thing. Pascal, you know, still a Raptor at heart. You know, 33 games in, I believe. 33 games in, and he's averaging. Sorry.
He's had a good game against the against the Lakers.
Against the Lakers. Yeah. You know, got a poster in that back-to-back. Yeah. You know, but, you know, going 22, 8, and 4 since he's got there. Right. You know what I mean? And shout out our boy, you know, the point guard, Andrew Nembhard. Yeah. You know what I mean? His season stats are pretty good. No, he's tough. Right? You know, he's at 9, 2, and 4, shooting 50% from the field, and 36% from.
I hope we see him in the Olympics this summer.
I hope so too, man. Because Andrew is a problem. You know what I mean? So shout out Andrew Nembhard, shout out Pascal, shout out them Indiana Pacers. You know, it sucks that now I can just enjoy the game because I'm so emotionally invested with the Raptors. Yeah. You know what I mean? And all right, we're going to take a little backseat. Sometimes
still fault, but it's all good.
Yeah. But it's all good. So now I get a chance to just appreciate the game and watch everybody ball out. And, this playoffs is going to be, and the play-in is going to be something beautiful to watch.
Crazy, especially in the West. Crazy. That play-in in the West is going to be nuts.
Yeah, because LeBron or Curry ain't making the playoffs, man. Yeah. That's the scary part.
And KD. They're all KD. 7, 8, 9.
You're right. Yeah. You're right. So. But yeah, continue to support, man, you know. Follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, X, YouTube. Please like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And yeah, man. Shout out our distant cousins, man.
Yes, sir.
Emoji fingers. Like I said before, Androids, no disrespect. But you guys got to get some emoji fingers. Like, then I can hail up everybody. But right now, it's an iPhone thing. You already know.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
If you just here for the views and the likes and just put that on mic, you a